Imagine a small company most people have never heard of, quietly landing a $260 million government contract, and the stock barely gets talked about that day because everyone was too busy watching something else entirely. That is exactly what happened this week, and by the end of this video, you are going to understand why this could be one of the best setups in the entire market right now. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because we break down real opportunities like this one every single day, and you do not want to miss where this stock could be heading next. The company I am talking about is Rocket Lab, and the reason I want to spend today's entire video on this one name, and only this one name, is simple. It just secured a suborbital launch contract with the Air Force worth over $260 million. And I do not think the market has fully caught up yet to what that actually means for this business going forward. Most channels will throw 10 different tickers at you in one video and hope something sticks. I would rather give you one idea, explain it properly from every angle, and let you walk away, actually understanding why it matters instead of just adding another name to a watch list you never look at again. This is not a random headline that fades in a week. This is the kind of deal that can change the entire trajectory of a company. And I want to walk you through exactly why, using both the story behind the news and what the chart is telling us right now. For anyone who does not follow this name closely, let me give you the quick version of what this company actually does, because the business itself is what makes this contract so meaningful. Rocket Lab started out building small, dedicated launch vehicles for satellites, essentially offering rides to space for companies and government agencies that did not need or want to wait in line for a massive rocket built for much bigger payloads. Over time, the company expanded well beyond just launches, building out its own satellite hardware division and steadily working toward medium-lift rocket that would let it compete for larger, more lucrative contracts against the biggest players in the industry. That expansion from a niche, small launch provider into a broader space infrastructure company is exactly why a deal like this Air Force contract matters so much. It is a sign that agencies increasingly trust this company with more complex, higher-value missions, rather than just the smaller jobs it built. Its early reputation on. This has not been a straight-line story for the stock, and that is worth being honest about. Shares have gone through periods of sharp rallies followed by long stretches of consolidation, which is completely normal for a company still scaling a capital-intensive business in an industry where a single delayed launch or technical setback can move the stock significantly in either direction. What has been consistent, though, is the steady drumbeat of new contract wins and an expanding customer base that includes both government agencies and private companies, which is the kind of underlying trend that patient investors care about far more than any single day's stock move. Before we get into the technical picture, you need the full context of what kind of week this has been for the broader market, because it directly explains why a contract win like this is landing at such a good moment. About a week ago, tension in the Middle East escalated fast, with talk of shipping routes being disrupted and oil prices spiking, and traders bracing for the worst. That fear alone sent the broader market tumbling roughly 5% in just 2 to 3 trading days, which for major indexes is a massive and sudden move. Fear does not care about fundamentals in the short term. It only cares about headlines, and the headlines were ugly. Volatility spiked, the fear index shot up close to 20 points, and a lot of everyday investors made the classic mistake of selling right near the bottom because the news made everything feel like it was falling apart. But fear-driven sell-offs almost always overshoot. Markets do not move in straight lines, and when everyone rushes to the exits at once, prices get pushed further down. Then they should, based purely on emotion rather than actual company performance. That is exactly what set up this week's bounce. Once the panic selling dried up, buyers stepped back in aggressively and the fear index came right back down, dropping more than 8% in a single session. The major indexes had been trading inside a well-defined range for weeks, dropped hard toward the lower end of that range. On the geopolitical news, got extremely oversold, and then buyers stepped in almost exactly where you would expect. Right now, the market is pushing back up against a key short-term moving average, and if that breaks with real volume behind it, there is a legitimate path back toward the highs from a couple weeks ago, and potentially a run at fresh all-time highs if resistance gives way. None of this is guaranteed. 1. Green Day does not confirm a full trend reversal, but it shows where momentum wants to go if the pressure keeps building. And it was not just the indexes bouncing either. Growth sectors across the board caught a bid the same day. Chip makers, artificial intelligence infrastructure names, and even fintech stocks all rallied hard together, with some of the more beaten-down AI infrastructure names closing up close to 20% in a single session, which tells you this was not 1 or 2 stocks carrying the whole market. It was broad-based buying returning across risk assets all at once. That kind of environment, where fear drains out quickly and money rotates back into growth names with real momentum, is exactly the backdrop where a stock like Rocket Lab tends to shine. Because when risk appetite comes back into the market, growth names with an actual catalyst behind them are usually first in line for fresh buying interest. And that is exactly what we saw here. The stock jumped around 5% during regular trading hours the day the contract news broke, then added even more in after-hours trading, once investors fully digested what the deal actually meant. Now let us get into why I think this is more than just a one-day pop, because the details behind this contract matter a lot more than the headline number. Government contracts in this sector are rarely one-time events. They tend to be the beginning of a much longer relationship. When a company wins a suborbital launch contract worth hundreds of millions of dollars, that is often just the first domino. Agencies come back for follow-on work, expanded scope, and additional launches once a provider proves it can deliver reliably, and Rocket Lab has already built a track record of executing on smaller contracts before landing this much larger one, which is exactly the pattern you want to see before a company graduates into bigger, longer-term government relationships. That builds a runway of recurring revenue that looks completely different from a typical consumer-facing company that has to fight for market share every single quarter based on advertising, trends, or consumer mood. Now, I would not be doing this properly if I did not mention the other side of the argument, because no stock is a slam dunk, and this one has real competition to think about. The space launch industry is dominated by a much larger private player that already handles the vast majority of commercial and government launches, and that scale advantage is not something a smaller company can erase overnight. There's also the question of valuation. Growth stocks in this space often trade at a premium built on future expectations rather than current profitability, which means a lot of good news can already be priced in. And disappointing news, like a launch delay or contract that gets pushed back, can hit the stock harder than it would hit a more mature, steadily profitable business. These are real risks, not reasons to dismiss the opportunity, but reasons to size any position sensibly and avoid treating this like a sure thing. For investors in the 45 to 55 plus age range, looking for growth exposure without betting everything on speculative meme stocks, a business with actual government-backed revenue and expanding contract wins is exactly the kind of name worth putting on your watch list, if it is not already there. This is not a story stock riding pure hype. It is a company converting real technical capability into real government dollars, and that distinction matters enormously. When you are deciding where to put money, you cannot afford to gamble away. Let us talk about what the chart itself is showing, because the setup lines up nicely with the fundamental story. Coming into this week, the stock had been consolidating below its prior highs for a stretch, basically catching its breath after an earlier run, and holding above a key longer-term moving average the entire time, which is usually a sign that buyers are still defending the stock on pullbacks rather than abandoning it. The jump on the contract news pushed shares back up toward the top of that consolidation range, and if that resistance gives way on continued strong volume, the path higher opens up toward fresh highs for the stock. If instead the move stalls here and pulls back, that dip toward the moving average support is exactly the kind of level patient buyers tend to watch for an entry rather than chasing the initial spike. Either way, the fact that the stock is pushing against resistance immediately after a strong fundamental catalyst, rather than drifting up on no real news, is the kind of confirmation technical traders like to see lining up with the underlying story. Here is the part that really matters. If you are thinking about getting in now instead of chasing the stock after a big green day, zoom out for a second and look at the bigger industry picture. Global spending on space infrastructure, satellites, and launch capability has been expanding for years, driven by a mix of national security priorities, commercial demand for satellite internet and imaging, and rising competition among nations to secure their own reliable access to orbit. That is not a short-term trend tied to one geopolitical flare-up. It is a structural shift in how governments and militaries think about space as critical infrastructure rather than a nice-to-have. A company that keeps winning contracts inside that growing pie is riding a tailwind that is much bigger than any single week's headlines. And that is the kind of setup worth paying attention to well beyond just this one contract announcement. If you like building a position gradually rather than chasing a stock after it has already jumped 5 or 10% in a single day, this is exactly the kind of setup worth watching closely over the next several weeks. Wait for a pullback, watch how it behaves around its moving averages, and pay attention to whether follow-on contract announcements keep coming. Because that ongoing pattern is the real confirmation that this is becoming a preferred government partner rather than a headline that fades. Keep an eye on the company's next earnings report too. since that will show whether revenue growth is actually keeping pace with all these new contract wins, and watch for updates on its next generation medium lift rocket program, because a successful test flight or a delay there could move the stock significantly in either direction. It would tell you a lot about how close the company is to competing for even larger contracts down the road. It is also worth remembering that not every sharp rally in a stock or in the broader market turns into a sustained move higher. Sometimes a rebound is just a release of pressure after an oversold drop, rather than a true trend change. And the way to tell the difference is watching whether volume stays strong and whether the move holds up over several sessions instead of fading within days. If you're managing a retirement account or a long-term portfolio through weeks like this one, that patience matters even more, because historically, sharp geopolitical-driven sell-offs tend to resolve faster than sell-offs caused by real recessions or credit problems, and reacting to headlines instead of sticking to a plan is usually the costliest mistake an investor can make. For a growth stock, like the one we are talking about today, that often means easing into a position over time rather than putting a large amount of money in all at once, buying a little on strength to confirm the trend and adding more if it pulls back to a level you already identified in advance. So a single volatile session does not dictate your entire decision. If you found yourself nervous or tempted to sell everything last week, that reaction is worth reflecting on, because understanding how you respond to volatility will serve you the next time headlines get scary, and there will always be a next time. Think about how this usually plays out for two different types of investors. One person sees the headline about the contract, gets excited, buys immediately at whatever price the stock is trading at, and then feels anxious the moment it dips a few percent the following week, because they never had a plan beyond just chasing the news. Another person hears the same headline, understands why the contract matters, checks how the stock is behaving relative to its own support and resistance levels, decides in advance what price they would be comfortable adding at if it pulls back, and then executes that plan calmly, regardless of what the stock does over the next few days. Both investors can end up owning the same stock, but only one of them is actually in control of the decision instead of being controlled by the ticker. That difference in approach, more than any single contract or headline, is usually what separates investors who compound wealth steadily over years from those who get shaken out of good ideas by short-term noise. Quick reminder while we are in the middle of this, if you are finding this breakdown useful, drop a like right now. It genuinely helps this video reach more people who are trying to make sense of this market instead of panicking through it. And let me know in the comments if you already have a position in this name or if this is the first time you are hearing about it. So to bring this all together, Rocket Lab just landed a major government contract at the exact moment the broader market is shaking off a fear-driven sell-off and regaining its footing. And that combination of company-specific catalyst and improving market conditions is exactly the kind of setup worth having on your radar right now. If this helped you understand why this stock deserves your attention, share it with someone who has been nervous about the market lately, and subscribe to Ticker Hawk so you do not miss the next update on this story. Thanks for watching. Keep your watch list sharp, and I will see you in the next one.